Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to look at Nasdaq. Well, these drawings here, it's been a while since we checked Nasdaq, né? So these drawings, I was just drawing them, commenting on one of the Facebook page, where someone was talking about taking a buy trade here because of what they said it's been confirmed, that they're gonna buy. They're talking about, head and shoulder inverse. I think they call it that. So he was talking about something like that. And I was like, no, there's nothing that is confirmed here. Price does not have shoulders. You must never talk about shoulders when you are analyzing the price. Price does not have shoulders. Because of what, when I looked at this price action at the time, I could see that because the price, it had already moved lower than this support there. So the best had already done something. So chances are that this resistance that did that was going to try and hold. And you can see it push the price to somewhere until there. You see, so that's why I don't teach those, they call them chart patterns, because of what they had never worked for me. I tried them before. When I started at some point, I was trading using them, but I felt like they're not enough. Like this, it's not enough. There's a lot of loopholes. Obviously, there's no strategy that works 100% of the time, but we always try and refine our strategy so that they are more accurate, as accurate as possible. Ne? So let's get started and assess this one or analyze it. So if you haven't subscribed, please guys do so. So we always start with the highest time frame being our monthly chart. So we're not gonna waste time here because of what we have checked this couple of days back and it's a monthly chart, so nothing much has changed. So the highlight would be that we took this one out about 2 months back. We went lower than it. So meaning the nearest support we got at this point is this one here at the bottom. This is our nearest support. And in terms of the trend or the market structure, we are very much bearish. We have a bearish trend line there. We have our nearest resistance here, which was where was hit last month. So this is our resistance, and the price came from that. And when it left that resistance, after touching that resistance there, it left and formed what we call bearish engulfing, which is suggesting that on a bigger scale, obviously on your smaller time frames, your H1, your H4, M15s, whatever, you can have bullish trends during this small bullish move there. But when you're looking at the structure on the monthly chart, it simply says that we're still very much bearish, and this engulfing is not helping. It's suggesting that the best could just end the month. By the time the month comes to an end, it can end up with something like that, but anything is possible. But I'm just saying, based on the structure on this time frame, the bears still have the upper hand, right? So there is nothing much that you can comment on besides that. And on the weekly, that's where it gets interesting, right? If you've been on this channel, I would say for at least 2 months, you will remember when the price was hitting this resistance, and I was calling for shorts when I was saying we you can sell from that area of resistance, because of what, it's an area of resistance. We are bearish. We have a bearish trend line that was still holding at the time when the price touched that resistance, and then the price went down. And I even commented that this is not a zone. This here on a weekly chart, this is not a zone, but it's something that you should be worried about when you're holding your sell trades, because of what, the last time the price was here, it failed to continue. So what if the same thing causes it not to continue to the downside? And you can see here, it's been here for the past 2 weeks. The bulls have been rejecting the price. We've been having what we call bullish rejection candlestick. So that's a sign that yes, you can be bearish, you can have be in the trend of the bears, but the bulls can show you that they want to maybe go for a pullback, or eventually end up doing what, changing the trend completely, because of what, these are the signs that the bulls are becoming aggressive. And they're becoming aggressive at the same level where they become aggressive the last time they became aggressive, and it pushed the price up there. So maybe they want to do the same thing, but we will see about that. So if you're trading on monthly, remember, you don't have anything that is suggesting that. So you all need to pick the time frame that you're trading on and make sure that you stick to that time frame. But if you're here on weekly, you know that this is suggesting that you can maybe get some buy trades and go and exit somewhere there, but it all depends on the time frame that you're trading on. So let's check daily and see how is the structure this side. So on daily we were bullish at some point, and then all of that changed when the price formed this area of what, this area of resistance, because this area of resistance is the same one that pushed the price all the way to the downside, breaking areas of support and breaking that bullish trend line. So that's a very strong area of resistance. So the day the price comes there, you will need to remember that what happened when that zone was formed, right? And in terms of the trend, because we broke that and then we became bearish, right? So when we became bearish, this was the bearish trend line that we got, your bearish trend line, and that bearish trend line was broken by this support. So even on, remember on weekly when the price was giving you those bullish rejection candlesticks, here on daily there was also a sign that the bears are no longer the same. They are failing to keep the price underneath the trend line. They are failing to do what also? They are failing to create new lows. Remember when you're going down, to show us that you're still very much comfortable, the person that's pushing to the downside, for them to prove to us that they are still very much in control, they need to continue making a lower low. Then when they do that, we will know that the price is still very much moving to the downside. But the moment you're forming stuff like this, and then you fail to break that, you're not that strong. You are not that strong. So that's what we had here, and then the price continued like that, and then that's when on your weekly you had those two bullish rejection candlesticks. So here on your H1, on your daily, the price is bullish, and this was taken out, and the price formed with this, and then it took off from that. And let's just check if this one has been taken out. We just want to check here. Okay, so this has been removed, this resistance, we moved higher than it. So meaning right now we don't have anything here, we are only the next opposing structure on daily will be the one above. And we said this one, when it was formed, it actually had a lot of it did a lot of things. It pushed the price to the downside and changing that trend, right? So for now, we have got this open space to try and catch our trades to go to the upside. That's why I said you need to keep to choose your time frame and make sure that you stay there and you make your decisions there, right? Remember, someone that's trading on monthly, these things of having buy trades, they don't agree with you because of what? They are long term, and they're saying they have a chance to go there for as long as the price does not go up higher than that or does not go outside the trend line. That's someone who is trading on monthly, yes. But if you're trading on daily, you can definitely see that your trend here is different to the other side. It's what is bullish, and also the space that you still have from where you are to the next resistance is still quite far, still quite big. So meaning you can get your buy trades there and go and target that. For as long as you're going to remember, just because the price broke that resistance does not mean you can just open your buy trades and neglect all the structures. No, you need to make sure that you wait at the right location for the price to pull back to that, then you execute from there, and then that's how you keep on adding your positions. But when the price gets there, or if it gets there, you need to remember that this is not a zone that you can mess with. It has got higher chances of what? Keeping the price there for some time. Maybe keep it there before it can break, or even cause it to reverse. I don't think it's a zone that the price can just go like this without struggling there because of what this zone did when it was formed, right? So that's what we know, saying that on this time frame, I feel like it has got a chance of pushing up until there. So maybe get those pullbacks buy, So as long as you get confirmations there, you can enter the buy trades and hope that the price would go until somewhere there. Now let's check our H4. H4 is something that got me really worried. I was worried for a second there because of what? Yes, the price was moving up. Last week it moved up like it moves up very aggressively, right? So if you were here, remember when the trend changed on this time frame, when we had that bearish trend line, and then it changed, was because we had this area of support here. There's a guy that commented on it, said that I talked about how strong this support is. That's why the same thing that is happening now on daily, I'm telling you now, that this zone, when it was formed, right, because of what it did pushing up, breaking those trend line, breaking those areas of resistance, when the price comes back, even if it comes back and the trend is bearish by the time, yes, it's bearish, but you need to remember that this is a support and it's not something to mess up with. Because of what? To mess with because of what it did when it was formed. It's the same thing that I'm saying now, to say that even here, because of what? This resistance here, we formed it a long time ago. Even if we come back after some time, but you need to remember, when the price gets there, you need to remember what that zone did. It's the same thing here. The price stayed above it for a very long time, but the day it came back to it, that thing, that information that you have on the zone needs to come back, so that it helps you to make a safe, well-informed decisions. You can see it came back after some time, but it still respected the zone, because it was not just a zone. It's a zone that actually showed some strength when it was formed by going up and breaking the resistance, and also the trend line there. Now it's pushing up, the price is pushing up, and I'm worried about this. That the price stayed there for some time and now went lower than it. Right? This is not a good sign. So I would say, if you wanted to add more buy trades, yes, I do understand that the past views, the H4 chart, the past 10 hours or so, you can see that the bears were trying to push down, but the bulls still forced them to close with what? Bullish rejection candlesticks. But these guys, I'm worried about this guy until here, because of what they did. These guys, they just stopped there and then forced the price lower than this pause here. This it's not a good sign. So to remove whatever that they are trying to do, we need to move at least higher than that. Then we can buy without any fear. But for now, if you're getting those buy trades, I would say you need to target that, because of what? We don't know. We don't know what is happening here for it to push lower than this, right? Yes, I understand they're trying to show us that they're becoming stronger, but they need to remove this one completely for us to be free and confident that we don't have anything else on our way to block what we are trying to do. That's how you trade. So you get those buy trades, you need to understand that this is something else. So when you get there, that's where you exit. So let's do H1 and see what is happening this side. So on H1, I would say that we were bullish, and then we became bearish, and then we became bullish again. We don't have a trend line as yet. We are bullish, and we have got this support here, the closest one for the bullish trend, and then we have this, right? So remember, on H4, I told you to be careful of that high there on your H4, right? It's the same thing here. You see this resistance here at the top. This resistance, when you think about it, when it was formed, what the price did was that it pushed down, broke the areas of support, and also what did it do? It broke the trend line that we got there. So yes, the price took some time to go back to it, but the fact that it's going back and this zone did something, that's why I was saying that you need to be careful there on your H4 when you're getting those buy trades, because the price can still come back. It's the same thing here. Price can still get rejected and come back. So you need to be careful. But once and if this guy is taken out, once it's taken out, or if it's taken out, then you can buy without any problems. You can buy, continue buying, because barely we said that the price has got a chance of going until there. I hope this connects. I hope it makes sense. So I'm going to end it here. And for those that may be interested in taking the mentorship, because I did have a couple of classes or groups last year, and I'm thinking of continuing with it this year. And yeah, I think I'll be starting with the classes at the end, towards the end of the month. So if you're interested, you will just leave a comment here, or you can even inbox me on Telegram, and then we will take things from. I don't want a big group. I do not want a big group. So I just want a small group, around 5 people. Then we start with the lessons. All right, guys. So this is something that you can just try and monitor and maybe take advantage of, right? Because I do know that there are people who are watching these videos here, and even though they are not yet, they don't yet have funds to join or whatever reason may be, but they appreciate what I'm sharing here. They do text me and tell me that they thank me for the stuff that I'm sharing, the free stuff, even though they are not getting full information that I would give in the lessons, in the mentorship lessons, but it's something. It's something. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.